A very good morning to Sir Sani. I am Gautam Subramaniam from class DAM 1B. My metric number is 23 DAM 21 F1034. I am from group 3. Today we are going to do our group presentation on oxyacetylene welding. Before we get started, let's have a look on contents that we include in our presentation. Number 1. The uses of oxyacetylene welding in industrial sector. Number 2. Oxyacetylene welding equipment. Number 3. Working principles of regulation. Number 4. Types of oxyacetylene hoses. Number 5. Types, working principles, uses and function of the welding torch. Number 6. Oxyacetylene welding tip. Number 7. Oxyacetylene welding manifold system and single station system. Let's start with the content number 1, which is the uses of oxyacetylene welding in industrial sector. The industrial sector use this process in repair works. It is the most common one. Secondly, the industrial sector also use this process in fabrication of sheet metal. Especially thin to medium sheet metals are easily welded using gas welding. Thirdly, aircraft industry also use this process. Oxyacetylene welding is commonly used in joining various aircraft parts. After that, the automotive industry used to weld parts of the frame and the chassis. Lastly, this process can be joining high carbon steel. Gas welding is very effective in melting high carbon steel. That's all from me. Next, Afan will continue the presentation. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Afan Basaimi. Today I will explain it acetylene welding equipment. First, we have welding Google. Second, hose, torch, non-returning valve, fly rod, pressure regulator, manifold system, portable system, spark plug, iron brush, plier, chipping hammer, face shield and glove. So, working principle of regulators. Gas welding is a fusion welding process in which welding is done by heating workpiece with flames obtained from oxy-fuel gases. In this process, a mixture in proper proportion of such as acetylene, liquefied petroleum, methyl, acetylene, propane, natural gas, and hydrogen with oxygen are burned to get flame. This flame can be used to melt metal, and flame is directed by welding torch. A filler metal is sometimes added, which is available as rod or wire with or without flux.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Ghazi bin Ghazali. My matrix number is 23 DEM 21 F1037, and today I will list the types of oxyacetylene hoses, and I will explain types, working principle, uses and function of the welding torch. But first, let's focus on the types of oxyacetylene hoses. What are the types of oxyacetylene hoses? The first one is light duty, which is size A, are typically used for light gas volume work such as HAVC, arts and craft, etc. The second one is the standard duty, the common one, which is B size fitting, are by far the most common in our industry and probably compromise 95% or more of the market. They are primarily used for oxy-fuel application that require standard or medium gas volume. There are also B, which is inert size fitting used for many inert gas application, including MIG and DIG welding. The last one is the heavy duty, size C. Size C is for heavy duty applications such as those heavy duty cutting below than 30 and scarfing. These larger size hose connections are required to ensure the high volume needed for these types of application. Harris manufactured gas supply equipment, regulator and manifold, as well as torches that require C-size connection because they are necessary on certain equipment for high gas volume application, but limited to a 200 psig maximum working progress. Okay, now I will explain the types, working principle, use and function of the welding torches. These three are the principle, which is positive pressure type welding torches. I mean the type positive pressure type welding torches, injector type welding torches, commonly used to do welding. Okay, the first one is positive pressure. In a positive pressure torch, oxygen and fuel gas are mixed in the torch and are burned at the end of the torch tip. The design of positive pressure torches require that oxygen and fuel gas be supplied under enough pressure to force them into the mixing chamber. This means that positive pressure torch requires cylinder or manifold gas supply and cannot be used with low pressure gas generator. Second, the injector type. The chief characteristic of an injector torch is its ability to operate using very low acetylene pressure. The ability of this torch to operate on low acetylene pressure has certain advantage. For example, if acetylene is being supplied by a low pressure acetylene generator, which supplies acetylene at a pressure of approximately 1/4 psig, which is 1.7 kPa. An injector torch must be used. An injector torch also has the advantage of being able to draw out the last remnants of acetylene from a cylinder, which a positive pressure torch is unable to do. This reduces the waste.
For oxyacetylene welding tips, it has 6 types of the tips. The first one is light preheat for hand and machine cutting of clean plate. For the second one is medium preheat for general purpose hand and machine cutting. And the third one is heavy preheat for thick metal cutting. The fourth one is 30° and it for medium preheat for general purpose hand cutting or machine cutting with 30° bevels with the torch and perpendicular to the work. And the fifth is medium preheat for a clean plate, straight line or machine circle cutting. And the last one is medium preheat for general purpose hand and machine cutting. Oxyacetylene welding manifold system and single station system. It used when there are a number of workstation or high volume of gas will be used. It must be located 20 feet or more from work. Room used for manifold can also use for storage, cylinder storage. Piping for high pressure side of the manifold must be steel, stainless steel and alloy copper. It should be tested for leaks at a half time operating pressure. That's all from us. Thank you.